present to you a new edition of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This Week, a special report that focuses on the activities and achievements of the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda of Lagos State Governor. In pursuance of its T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda through the letter E, which stands for Environment, the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu-led administration promised to deliver a clean and healthy environment and promote environmental regeneration for Lagosians through new initiatives and more efficient techniques with skilled manpower. In today's special report on T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This Week, Babatunde Akinyemi of our News and Current Affairs Department analyzes the activities and achievements of the environment family in the state in line with the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Features of any smart city in the world include a well-thought-out plan for effective and efficient waste management system, environment free of noise pollution, with zero tolerance for all environmental laws. Since inception of his administration, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has highlighted and displayed the zeal of his government to tackle headlong all issues related to the environment. The state is home to over 20 million people who move across different parts of the state on a daily basis. There is, however, no doubt that the state, like many other cities, is faced with the enormous challenge of waste management due to the fact that it generates in excess 10,000 metric tons of waste on a daily basis. It is therefore with a view to promoting environmental regeneration in Lagos State that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu made health and the environment a major pillar of his administration's T.H.E.M.E.S agenda. On assumption of office, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu declared zero tolerance for flagrant abuse of the environment in all forms by promptly signing an executive order to put Lagos back to its envious state of cleanliness. The present administration to this end has demonstrated strong political will to validate its position through the Ministry of the Environment, Office of Drainage Services, and all related agencies, which include the Lagos State Waste Management Authority, LOMA, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, Lagos State Parks and Gardens, LASPAC, Kick Against Indiscipline, KAI. Lagos State generates waste in excess on a daily basis, and this statistics is not unconnected with the sprawling challenge of overpopulation often faced by megacities such as Lagos. The state, however, could not rely on old and crude ways of waste management. Hence, the introduction of the Blue Box Initiative by the Sanwo-Olu's administration. The initiative, a child of necessity, was conceived at a time Lagosians were clamoring for a quick fix of the environment. The Blue Box Initiative enables residents to sort their waste items properly and create wealth from waste through recycling. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, during the launch of the Blue Box program, appealed strongly to Lagosians to embrace the Blue Box program aimed towards ridding the state of waste.
To a population in excess of over 20 million, Lagos State generates waste in excess of 10,000 metric tons on a daily basis. It has become crystal clear that we can no longer rely on the old waste disposal method to manage the quantum of waste that we generate. Currently, the situation dictates the need for us to explore new and more efficient techniques in line with our smart city aspiration.
The administration's resolve to rid the state of waste also necessitated the introduction of Lagos at 4 a.m. operation and other laudable initiatives aimed at improving the state's environmental architecture. Lagos at 4 a.m. is an initiative to ensure waste items are evacuated and carted away in the early hours of the day, as it is done in major global cities. Also, as a follow-up to the executive order, the Lagos State Waste Management Authority has well embarked on massive cleanup exercise along Orile-Badagry Expressway and other parts of the state to ensure that the state is rid of black spots and all forms of environmental nuisance. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tunji Bello, noted that the Blue Box Initiative is necessary to keep the state clean, just as efforts are still being made to improve the drainage network. Bello is confident that the Sanwo-Olu administration is armed with a holistic approach to tackle waste management in the state.
On the part of the government, we'll be alive to our responsibility. We'll make sure that all the drainages, all that will create an obstacle for us, for water from flowing, we are going to remove them. We are going to make sure that we continually unblock all all our drainages and so continuously.
The present administration also, through LOMA, carried out a lot of advocacy to ensure residents imbibe the culture of waste sorting at source by dropping all recyclable items in one bag and other waste items in another. The color-coded bags come in different colors like pink, purple, black, to make it easier for residents to sort their different types of waste and sold to off-takers to make recycling easy. Also, to encourage zero waste generation in the state and promote an healthier environment. It has been established that the Sanwo-Olu administration has intensified plans to undertake waste sorting for households, emphasizing that waste sorting has the potential for economic growth by way of providing employment opportunities. The government has also taken steps to expand Olushosun dump site to 42 acres to accommodate more waste and for a quick turnaround for trucks. Also, it has completed the building under construction at the entrance of the dump site, which will serve as a place to train and retrain the staff to create more jobs for the people, such that LOMA will be strengthened to collect recyclable materials. The General Manager of LOMA, Ibrahim Odumboni, explains more on these policies.
We also know that LOMA has been around for quite a while now, managing the waste generated both in the metropolis and our semi-urban areas of the state have all been an uphill task and a joint responsibility for all stakeholders. But as we are aware, no matter how effective we are on our mandates, there is no limit for efficiency and progress to be made. This means that no matter how well we have been doing our job, there is always room for improvement. The main focus for LOMA going forward for us is a consistently cleaner Lagos. It's not just about a clean Lagos. A consistently cleaner Lagos that is real, that we are all very original and we are all very inclusive and participating. I must copiously commend the Governor of Lagos, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, whose agenda has given priority attention to the issue of waste management and environmental regeneration.
On drainage channels, the Office of Drainage Services was established under the present administration to further strengthen and hasten the clearing of all drainage systems and canals in the state. Ahead of the rainy season, over 200 primary and secondary drainage systems were worked on in the state. Special Advisor to the Governor on Drainage and Water Resources, Joe Igbokwe, noted that proactive efforts of government will go a long way in forestalling avoidable incidents in the state, especially with the forecast of heavy rains this year.
A lot is being done to free Lagos of flood, and more still need to be done. I'm still battling with the issue of plastics. You saw what we saw in T.H.E.M.E.S canal, plastics all over the place. People are still dumping refuse into the canal. We want to use this opportunity to speak to local government chairmen to take up that responsibility. Talk to tenements to know that the drains in front of their houses, they are responsible, not government.
The Kick Against Indiscipline, KAI, an agency of government, has been rebranded under the present administration to be able to effectively carry out enforcement of environmental and sanitation laws of the state. Another agency of the government tasked with regulating environment issues is the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, whose function is to protect Lagos residents from all forms of noise pollution. For LASEPA, its General Manager Dolapo Fashawe believes that the tasks ahead the agency in bringing sanity to the environment when it comes to noise pollution is non-negotiable, saddled with the responsibility of maintaining a healthy environment through adequate regulatory mechanism. In meeting these statutory responsibilities, LASEPA recorded outstanding achievements in the following areas. To ensure compliance with environmental standards, LASEPA monitored 502 manufacturing industrial premises and 86 hotels and eateries within the state. About 70% monitored facilities complied with all environmental requirements. In a bid to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, LASEPA carried out a pilot survey on Okobaba sawmill to convert the huge sawdust into usable biofuel to replace fossil fuel used in industries.
In a residential area, you are not allowed to use amplifiers without a noise permit beyond 52 decibels during the day and 42 at night. But you can get a noise permit 4 times in a year. When people complain we have a government that listens now. Maybe people did things with impunity in the past. It doesn't happen like that anymore.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu last year appointed Adetun Popola as the new general manager of the Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency, LASPAG, as part of its mandate under the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The agency is saddled with the responsibility of regeneration of greenery, planting of trees, among other functions. LASPAG is responsible for Lagos State gardens, public parks, and recreational spaces. Lagos State government, through its agency, is making frantic efforts to make green spaces a strategy for urban regeneration and development. Popola explains more on government's plans.
The Lagos State Tree Planting Day was established in year 2008, and between then and now, we've planted about 7.6 million trees. As much as we try to plant, we also understand that sometimes there's development. Lagos State is an urban developing city. There will be certain times where trees will be either transplanted or cut down. We want to maybe expand roads, or because the government wants to improve housing. As trees are cut down, there's something called a green restoration fee, where for every tree that is cut down, 5 trees are replaced.
Some residents react to the activities ongoing in the environment in Lagos.
Lagos State cleaners are very good to the extent that you see them working time to time, making sure Lagos State is always clean. If we look at it from any angle, Lagos State has been the state that everybody really appreciates and is a place full of a lot of people. Despite a lot of business, the cleaners still make sure that Lagos State is always clean.
In Lagos, I think the cleanliness in Lagos has improved. Like for some months now, and it has really improved. The Loma, they are always making sure that the places are very clean and detoxified.
It also boils down to the citizens. Most of us, we are dirty, we don't adhere to rules. Some people, you just see them drop from their car, they just pack a lot of dirty because they don't want to pay the normal fee for Loma. The Lagos State government should look more into how to orientate the people of Lagos on the need to adhere to the rules and regulations against indiscipline as regards throwing up dirty everywhere.
Cleaner environment, no doubt, is among the yardstick for ranking cities and for attracting multinational companies as well as investors. Do not forget that as Lagosians, we have our part to play in protecting the environment in the state as well as the planet by supporting Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's environmental initiatives under the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda. You are encouraged to manage your waste well, avoid desecrating the environment by not contributing to environmental degradation. This is aimed on the promotion of 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. With this, we have come to the end of this week's edition of the special report on the activities and achievements of the T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda, focusing on the environment. This program is a production of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. For feedback, you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Twitter at Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel Traffic Radio 961. I am Abiola Fagbolagun.